Number 7, if you're born on 7th, 25th, 16th, or you are born in January, February, March, April, May, June, July, or your entire date of birth, or the 70s, or your entire date of birth adds up to a number 7, then you have either minor or major influence of a number 7. So I know when you have a number 7 influence in your chart, as per certain aspects of numerology such as Chaldean, it is considered to be very lucky. But there are certain other things which brings, you're very analytical, you're very research based. The reason why I am picking up number 7 today is because I noticed this element in number 7. Number 7s, they like to stay on their own research, but there is this tug of war which goes on inside them to interact with the world or not to interact with the world also. They feel very low and depressed if they have stayed alone for a very long time, researched for a very long time, and they do not have anybody to share it with. Because think about it, earlier my name frequency was a number 7. So what used to happen was I was very, very interested in researching human behavior, etc., etc. That is all which took me to where I am today in terms of what I've learned, what I'm qualified to do. But then I had nobody to share it with because I had isolated myself so much that I had all this information and no taker. You see, so that's the dichotomy number 7s deal with. And then the other, so this is about number 7. What about number 1 and 9? Because I made an Insta story also. These guys are such go-getters. These guys want to make so many things happen in their life that they forget that, and to some extent they are perfectionists as well. They forget that they have the option of delegating their work to others. And because they are not delegating their work to others, they are limiting their potential, where they have the opportunity of making, let's say, 10 rotis. They are making only 1 because they think that nobody can make this roti as perfect as I can. So who is a number 1 or a number 9? And these are general things that I'm telling you. I'm not saying number 1 and 9 are similar, but I'm just trying to tell you very minor things which they might be dealing with. Number 1s are the ones who are born on the 1st, 10th, and the 28th. Or in January, or their entire date of birth adds up to 1. Or if they have a 1 in their year. And number 9s are the ones who are born on 9th, 18th, 27th, or September. Or their entire date of birth adds up to a number 9, or their year has number 9. So all of these, they have major or minor influences of these numbers. To know more about yourself, about your strengths and weaknesses, about your future to come, about your past, about what is it that, is the knot in your life and how to untie that, you can also book a personal numerology consultation with me. We'll discuss all of this in depth, personally related to you. And as for astrology, you can book your DNA astrology consultation with me, which will tell you that, once again, where are your karmic knots and how to untie them. Okay, so Liha has asked the question, how do we make the best of our karma, live the best case scenario of our karma? How do we make the best of our karma? It is about being mindful in every breath that you take. So, the ups and downs of life will continue to happen. That's what life is about. It's about the axis of Rahu and Ketu. Rahu is the desire for which you have taken birth, and Ketu is that which you have conquered in your past life. Rahu, Ketu, by the way, are changing axis. Also, Saturn has gone direct. So this period is going to be a very transformational period. If you require support, please ask me about my coaching sessions. So it is about being mindful about your actions in every breath. And there is a myth that action just means physically doing something. No. As far as ancient wisdom goes, action is in everything. Even a thought is an action. It's an initiation. I speak, that's an action. I breathe, that in itself is an action. So how to be mindful in every action? And it's not about policing yourself. That's what often people do. They start policing themselves, which means that they start judging themselves. That's not what I mean. It is about almost like reviewing yourself, and not the way the corporate world does, which is by that appraisal kind of a thing. Oh, I'm too good that I did that good, so I need to reward myself. Not from that point of view, but from a point of view of, think about it. A situation happens. Let's say somebody has a recurring pattern with attracting such relationships towards themselves which is not fulfilling, where the person is not available, emotionally unavailable, and one is to live life like that and say ki, oh, this is what happens with me, but the other is to try and break that pattern, that what is it in me which is attracting such emotionally unavailable people towards me. Am I emotionally unavailable for myself? Am I selling myself too low? Do I not have self-worth, which is when they start showing red flags, I do not know when to leave, and so on and so forth, depending upon whatever your personal situation is. So to sit with yourself and be mindful, apart from grieving about it, obviously we are emotional people, so apart from feeling all those emotions about it, also to sit and make a review of it so that you can change your next karma. We have the opportunity of doing a karma, an action in every breath, such that you can change the quality of your next karma. And life is about cause and effect. As I made an Insta story also, that the quality of the answer depends upon the quality of the question. This is something which I tell to everybody who comes to me for a tarot session also, that frame your question in such a manner that is not confusing, that is not this or that is very clear, that, focused. This is what I want to know. So the quality of the question that you ask the universe, quality of the question that you ask yourself, quality of the question that you ask tarot, the quality of the question, the cause, the quality of the question will decide the quality of the answer. Okay? So yeah. Being mindful of every action, every thought, keeping your focus in the present moment, keeping your focus in, it's like this, Leah, that past has gone, we can learn from it. Present it is yet to come. What is it that I have in my hand today? I have right this breath. This very moment is what I have in my hand. And how can I improve the quality of this very moment so that the quality of my future is good. For example, again giving the example of preparing a chapati. You're making a chapati, okay? You want, or a tortilla. I think I spoke about it earlier also, so let me pick up some other dish. Maybe you're making a lasagna, okay? And in this very moment, what can you take care of as far as the lasagna is concerned? We do two things. Either we worry about the past, that, oh my God, in the past when I made that lasagna, it was shit. I am not able to make it. I will not be ever able to make it. Or we think about the future. What if the lasagna is bad and nobody likes it? Oh my God, all this effort, it will go to waste. It's not helping, neither the past nor the future. Now, pull yourself in the present. Okay, so I'm learning from what went wrong in the past while the lasagna did not come out well. That is something that I will not do. Or what worked well in the past when the lasagna did come out well. That is what I will do in the present. So, having that information, I go out in the market, maybe buy better quality ingredients, or I ensure that maybe it's a matter of the pan, or maybe my pace, or something that I overdid or underdid, etc. All of that I will try and take care of in this given moment. And that effort that I will put in this lasagna in this given moment would decide upon the quality of that lasagna, which then will create my future where everybody will enjoy it or not enjoy it. So you see, that is how all these timelines we can make use of. This and a lot more I cover in transformation coaching, depending upon what you need. So at least, in fact, I don't know if you've seen, all of you who are online right now, that I have today only, it just came to me divinely. So I was like, I will offer it till the time the Insta story lasts. I'm offering a 20-minute session for just 888 rupees or $18 or 17 pounds. So make the most of it. Take that session. See where it goes. Sonata. Hi, Sonata. Is Saturn direct good? Okay, very good question. Is Saturn direct good? In the given circumstances, a lot of things which have been stuck, which you have been introspecting on your karmas, if you have done that good enough, then Saturn direct can be good. However, when it comes to any planet, they have their higher and lower frequency. So it depends which frequency are you tapping into. Are you tapping into the higher frequency, or you are tapping into the lower frequency? Can I suggest you to make the best use of the current scenario? Yes. That is what I'm doing. So do that. So make the best use of the current scenario, the information that I just shared, that nothing is good or bad. It's about how we utilize it. For example, again, going back to the same lasagna scenario, that, it's non-judgmental. You're just making a lasagna. Now, whether you enjoy making that lasagna, or you feel that it's a huge responsibility on you and and you get anxious about it, that's a choice that we have in the given moment. Same goes for Saturn direct. Whether you will enjoy it or whether you will feel anxious about it, not you, just you, Sonata, I mean anybody, that is our personal choice. Things will happen the way they have to happen. For example, preparing a lasagna is an activity. It just is. Oftentimes what we do is that we judge the activity, which means that we judge the particular planet. And no, we have to review ourselves and be mindful about how we are experiencing it. For example, a lot of people who have Venus negative karma, they have everything available to themselves, but they don't enjoy it. It's like they have their rasgulla, but rasgulle mein ras nahi hai. There is no shahad in the rasgulle mein ras nahi hai, which means you're not able to enjoy it. You have it, you're not able to enjoy it. And this is what happens in their relationships too, that they have marriage, they're probably married to a good guy, but they are just not able to enjoy it. So Venus is that rust in life. The when you listen to the music, the joy that you feel, that is Venus. So many things, right? Got it. Thank you, Neha. Love your insights. You're amazing. Thanks, Sonata, and thank you so much for coming here, liking the posts, commenting on the post, checking out the Insta stories and the IGTV video also, because that motivates me to keep coming back. Start saving these posts also, so that you don't have to scroll for them every time, and start sharing them on your Insta stories, just so that a word about it is spread, so that other people get helped as well. Okay, any other question that you have that I can answer today? Because what I wanted to cover, I have already covered. And also, for anybody who is watching this video, I do usually come out live almost every day. And all the past lives are there on the IGTV. I removed them from the profile grid, so you can go under the section of IGTV and watch the past lives. I did a tarot energy update as well. And there are reels also. So I removed reels also from the profile grid. You can go under the reel section and watch the reels. Once again, I'm telling you all, currently for a very limited time, which means till the Insta story lasts, I'm offering a 20-minute session on coaching, a coaching session, which is just for 888 rupees, $18 or 17 pounds. So make the best use of it. The gift of the present. Absolutely, Leah. Okay. Any other question that you have, or shall we bid adieu for today? I was actually asked yesterday that Neha, you speak a lot about untying the knots of your life. So what is it? How is it that you can help me? So I thought, let me just put it out there for all of you. I will get back to you, Arushi. Just let me finish this thought, darling. That there are multiple ways in which I can help you in untying the knots of life. If you have interest in astrology, then we can look at doing DNA astrology chart reading, which is something which will help you. What are the ancestral karmas, and which planet do you have a negative karmic registry with, so that reflects as recurring patterns which are very, which make you suffer in various aspects of life. So once you start doing remedies of those, that helps you. The second is numerology. I can let you know through numerology consultation, where there are so many other things that we can also figure out, like your strengths and weakness, possibilities, opportunities, etc., etc. We can also figure out which number is missing in your chart, and also which karmic lesson do you bring with yourself in the past, so we can start learning those. Third is the coaching sessions. In fact, I just said that right now I'm offering a 20-minute session, 888 rupees, $18, 17 pounds. And then there are much more other, extensive sessions such as procrastination package, transformation coaching sessions, and inner child healing. So these are a few ways you have these opportunities available and you can untie the knots of your life. Thanks, Leah. Okay, is today a good day to discuss a financial issue with family? Okay, it really depends upon your personal chart also, Arushi, but it depends on the quality of issue. Like I wouldn't see, because Mars is also retrograde. I would say give it a shot, but do not expect. And Saturn has gone direct, but it is slow. Maybe pray to Shanidev and ask for the best outcome in this particular manner, and then have a discussion with them. Talk Purpose Truth, such a lovely handle. Thank you so much for joining in. Okay, great. So I hope today's live session helped you as well. Stay connected. In fact, I did one Insta story. You should totally check out the Insta stories, because there is so much information that goes over there. In fact, just yesterday I reposted certain accounts that I follow, which if you also follow, if you have interests like those, you can also open up your mind concepts. A miracle is a miracle because you don't have a brain concept for it. This is something which will really soothe you in terms of manifestation, in terms of human design, in terms of sacred geometry, in terms of your own power. Yes, Leah, thanks. I know Leah makes most use of those Insta stories, and there are many other who interact with me on a regular basis because they look at the Insta story and they interact with me in the inbox, and there is so much more that we get to know. So always interact, and the post that I am making on Insta post, the grid, always read the description, because I can't fit everything in the picture. So I try to write a lot in description. So please read the description also. And also check out the highlights in case you want to know about my work. There is a highlight where I have put in all the past Insta stories as well. There are reviews, recommendations, everything. There's a lot happening on highlights also. See, I'm trying to make Instagram the best use of Instagram, through reels, through IGTVs, through the posts, and just by being here, just ask your friends to join in, follow this page. Just by being here, I assure you that there will be some conversation which you will be able to do with your subconscious mind. So all the best to everybody. Shri Kaviji, namaskar, thank you so much for joining in. Resham. Okay, so because a couple of people have just joined in, any questions that you want to ask about life in general, please type into the comment section. And I do know maybe you've already typed, but it takes a bit of time before I receive it. Manisha is saying, yes, nowadays I get to interact less due to this office timing. But yes, interacting definitely helps. Absolutely, Manisha. I totally agree with you. Because it's the interactions which lead to unfolding. It's like if I am sitting in my house, you're sitting in your house, and maybe you have some information to give, maybe I have some information to give, but we do not interact, then that information dies within us, which means hum Saraswati ko maar rahe hain. And that is why in the past it used to say that Brahma Hatya is a great sin, which means killing of the wisdom is a great sin. When you keep it inside you, it dies with you, it's a great sin. So interact. Put it out there. Share it with other people. Even with this live. Share this on your Insta stories. Whatever you've learned here, share it with the people around you. Okay, so I'm assuming there is no question. If you've just come in, please watch this video from the very beginning. I will post it. And all those videos that you are not finding on Profile Grid, I am removing it from there, and they are then available under IGTV or the Reels, wherever. Yes, share and make connections there. Absolutely, right? So you are a human design, you are sacred geometry. You have And it's mind blowing. You don't know your power yet. Trust me. I cover that a lot in my transformation coaching sessions also. So if nothing else, book that 20-minute session with me. And let's see where that goes. Today is a day, by the way, to bring something to momentum. I told you, Saturn is going direct, Rahu Ketu are shifting axis. Put something in momentum, even if little bit. Okay, so stay tuned and do all that which we have just spoken about. Love you all. Namaskar. Radhe Radhe.